everyone, welcome back to my channel and this week's video, which as you can probably tell is going to be slightly different. In this video I'm going to be taking you with me as I junglify my living room. My living room is pretty planty already, but for this video I've completely stripped it back and I'm going to be starting from scratch. I personally love really kind of simple, minimal decor with warm colours like splashes of wood and tans and lots of greenery, like lots. In this video, I'm gonna hopefully be showing you how you can start to incorporate that jungle vibe in your own home whilst still making sure that your plants are happy and healthy. Using plants to decorate your home is really, really great, especially if you're renting, which I am, and you can't put a lot up on the walls. So as you can see, I'm starting with pretty much a blank canvas. This room is pretty asymmetrical, so I'm just going to focus on adding plants to create kind of a nice balance and dynamic. Whatever room you're working with, I always just find that plants help to make the area feel more kind of grounded and creative. There are so many ways that you can use plants to add different impacts to your home. Sometimes even just by adding one or two kind of big statement plants in a room is enough. But yeah, I don't do things in half measures, so I'm going all out. Bonus points to anyone who can tell me how many times I say the word pop in this video. I feel like it could almost be turned into a drinking game. I'm going to start with the window area. I've got this devil's ivy plant, which actually started from just one cutting years ago. But I'm going to just hang it right in the middle. Oh, try not to bring the curtain rail down. By adding houseplants to your window area, it just kind of helps to bridge the gap between the outdoors and the indoors. Obviously today outside it's a bit dark and miserable, but on the whole this window does actually let in a lot of natural light. It's west facing, so it doesn't get a lot of harsh direct sun, but just really, really bright light, which is perfect for this plant. I'm just now going to go ahead and fill the rest of this windowsill with plants that enjoy the same kind of lighting conditions. So we've got Lucky Bamboo, Monstera deliciosa, and then a rubber plant and a snake plant, which can also cope really well in lower light conditions, but this is absolutely fine for them too. By adding two on each side, it kind of gives that feeling of symmetry and highlights the hanging one in the middle and just kind of balances that window space really well. Also, if you have got a view outside your window that you don't really like, loads of buildings or something that you don't want to look at, then you can absolutely use plants to disguise this too and kind of trick people into thinking that it's more natural and green outside. I'm also going to just pop this little humidifier in the middle so I can run it when the radiators are on, but also I just really like the kind of natural woody effect. By having plants on different levels or plants in hanging baskets, it just adds so much dimension and it's way more interesting to look at than if everything was just on one level. Again, you can't really tell today, but this room does have a big glass door on the other side of it and is probably kind of a medium to highlight room. That corner definitely needs something. I'm going to line the back of the sofa with a plastic bag and then I'm going to just pop this Calathea Trio Star in the corner just to see what it looks like. Yeah, it just kind of adds a nice backdrop to that corner. I'm just going to pop a couple more there too. Obviously, I will be moving them when it comes to watering because otherwise the sofa will get ruined. In terms of the shelf, usually I would say have a mix of kind of normal upright plants and some lovely hanging plants coming down as well. But I'm just thinking, seeing as I've just added those ones there, I don't want that area to start feeling cluttered. So I think I might save my hanging plants for somewhere else. I'm just adding some little succulents to the shelf and some of my avocado propagations as well. Oh my god, this one is so heavy. Oh, hello. So my elephant ear is a fairly highlight plant, so it probably needs to be closer to this side of the room. I'm going to try it over here, so it just kind of creates a nice little canopy when you're sitting down. Do you like that? Oh no, not kisses on the face. I'm going to pop my anthurium down here too with it. This one has been in low light conditions, high light conditions, and it's literally done really well everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to try it there because I like that little green patch. This is not a plant, but I just think that plants and macrame go really well together, so I'm going to put it up. I'm cheating here. I actually made this out of wool during lockdown, which means that it's really, really, really lightweight. I'm just going to use blue tack, but obviously if you are allowed to put stuff up on the walls or if it's heavier, then I would say use something a bit more sturdy, but another solution for renters. I did have my fiddly fig here, but I think I'm going to swap it out for my variegated monstera, mainly because, as you can see, it is desperately in need of a new moss pole, and I haven't got around to doing that yet, so at least for now the wall will offer it some support. I recently repotted this one and I haven't got a nice pretty pot for it yet, so I think I'm just going to disguise that with some other plants grouped around the bottom. So I'm just going to pop this jade plant here, and then this is a hanging trailing plant, Hoya. By putting plants around your TV area, it kind of helps to take away that man-made feel, and it also just gives you something nice and natural to look at when you're not glued to the telly. Also, if you're living in a flat or somewhere that's got quite low ceilings, if you find thin tall plants like vine plants that don't reach the top of the ceiling, so they come to just below the ceiling, this can actually help to make the room feel a lot taller, brighter and airier. If you want your plants to appear taller than they actually are, then a plant stand is a really great shout. Or like I've done with the plants behind the sofa, putting them on something to just raise them up. The great thing as well about having those ones behind the sofa is I don't really need to worry about pretty pots because you can't see the pots. This is probably the point where a lot of people would stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try this calathea down here by the fireplace, just because obviously the fireplace is really dark and it just kind of breaks up the dark and the white. Adds a nice bit of contrast and flow. This is actually an open fireplace, so obviously I'll have to move that plant when the fire's on. But another really lovely thing that I've seen people do if they've got a fireplace that's not in use is actually putting a low light plant into the fireplace. It just looks so beautiful and draws your eye to something nice as opposed to just nothing. I find that by having similar colours of pot or style kind of dotted around just helps everything to feel more connected in the space. I'm going to use this string of hearts to just trail down here. That just looks so nice. I love hanging plants coming off shelves. I want to try something. So my other half made this out of pallet wood, and I'm just wondering if it would work as like a little plant stand. I guess because it's hollowed out as well, you could technically put like a humidifier or something in there if you didn't want it to be on display. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to pop this bunny ears cactus just there. Hello, baby. Mind the calathea, mind the calathea. Oh, watch the cactus. Okay, spiky plants do not belong at low levels. I'm going to swap this one. I'm still not sure how I feel about this. This might go. I'm going to leave it there for now. I think I like it. Again, not plants, I know, but just a bit of warmth. I also made those cushions. I want to keep the coffee table fairly simple and clear, so I'm just going to pop another little jade plant in the middle. I still don't know about that brown palette thing. I think I'm going to take it out. I think I preferred it without it. Maybe I'll put it back in. I don't know. I also just think this corner could do with just a little bit of green. Just balancing it with the monstera on the other side. I think I'm done. What do you think? What do you think? Do you think we're done? You watch that tail. It just feels calm and earthy. Jungle makeover. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to comment them down below and let me know what you think. Also, let me know what you think about the palette box. Should I have kept it, or I'm not sure about that one. Make sure you're following us on social media, Instagram @TheJungleHaven, Facebook TheJungleHaven. If this video was useful, then make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more weekly plant videos.